fucking doing and for victims to be quiet. You have in order to be a survivor. And that's why I said, don't throw that word survivor at me. We are victims. And until this world is held accountable for what it has done, we are victims. We are victims, and we need to be heard and treated as such, not treated like a survivor that is over it, that doesn't really care about it anymore, that has moved on and found strength in something else. Because that's how they try to treat us. Like, get over it. Get over it. Get over it already. It didn't break you. It didn't kill you. How do you know what it did to me? How can you tell me what it did to me if you've never even stopped to listen to the impact that whatever happened to me, you've never stopped to listen to the impact of what it's done. You've never tried to get to know what it did to me. Y'all still talking about this? This is still going on. It ain't over yet. No. It'll never be over. So long as we still have sexual deviancy in this world and we treat it like it doesn't matter, it'll never fucking be over. None of this trauma will ever end until we actually start taking it fucking seriously. There's a lot of people on this app that get on this app and they say a lot of shit that they think is so profound. You cannot atone for the effect of your actions if you won't listen to the ones impacted. Exactly. You cannot atone for the effect of your actions if you won't even listen to the people that you affected. How do you correct your behavior if you're not listening to the people that are affected by your behavior? I can just imagine how your kids are growing in these households with people that feel like they don't have to respect the feelings of others. They don't have to consider the feelings of others. That's another thing that we feel like we just don't have to do. Like, we don't have to care. We don't have to care what our actions do. I'm me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me. Okay. But is that the energy you want when somebody's actions affect you? I doubt it. I doubt when you confront somebody about something they've done to you, you want to be met with, well, that's just me. That's how I do. That's who I am. And that's why I say we're so fucking hypocritical. Excuse me. All we do is lie to ourselves, lie to each other. You will really sit here and tell yourself you don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. But when you need to give a fuck, or when somebody needs to give a fuck about what you think, it's a problem when they don't. It's a problem when nobody gives a fuck about what you think. Yet you run around here and not give a fuck about what other people think. Do you really? Or do you just say that because it fits your agenda at the moment? I'm more inclined to believe the latter. Hey, sweet Nancy. No problem, JMH. No problem. Hey, I've said it from the jump. I'm not here for people to agree with me. I'm not here for people to agree with me. I am not going to get mad at nobody that doesn't agree with me. The only thing I ask is if I spark something up there, go look it up. Go try to prove me wrong so we can have a fucking conversation about this. I don't need people to agree with me. I need people to go and fucking research and think for themselves. That's what I need people to do. Because once you start doing that and you start gaining that knowledge from the inside, it ain't gonna be shit I can tell you. I don't need to. I won't need to no more. I won't need to no more. Because you'll be seeing what I'm seeing. This world ain't shit. You cannot believe a goddamn thing this world tells you. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. The only real knowledge is from within, baby. It's from within. I'm telling you, once you start checking that oppressor within, and that inner knowledge starts beating you across your fucking head, beating you across your heart. Really, that's where it is. When that inner knowledge starts beating you across your heart, it ain't gonna be nothing I can say to you. Nothing nobody else can say to you. Nothing this fucking world can say to you, because the veil will be lifted and you will see this world for what the fuck it really is. You'll have more patience with the people that deserve it, and you'll have less patience with the ones that don't. You're going to come off harsh and mean to people at times, but it's only because you're reacting to that energy that you feel and not the words that come out their mouth. That inner knowledge will give you everything you need. Even if you ignore that energy, even if you still try to give that person a chance, give that person the benefit of a doubt, give that situation the benefit of the doubt, that energy is undoubtedly true. And you will be able to make that discernment every time, whether you listen to it or not. It won't be shit I can tell you. It won't be shit nobody can tell you. Because ain't nothing better, nothing greater, nothing more trustworthy than that inner knowledge. What's up? You good? No? You all right? Oh. So hubby is here, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and play y'all this shit before he gets settled down and want his phone back. Let me see your phone back. So first, can y'all get us back up? Can y'all tap blast for me, share blast for me real quick? We need to get everybody in here possible, because listen, I don't ask for much on this app, for real. I don't. The main thing that I ask for on this app is to share my content, especially my lives, because I don't make a lot of content. I don't have the heart for it. Not the content I actually want to make. And contrary to popular beliefs, I'm not trying to entertain y'all right now anyway. I'm trying to start a riot. I'm trying to change this world. And if starting here with my sexual assault is where we begin this fight, then so fucking be it. But I need this content pushed out. I need these lives pushed out. I need these lives on everybody's For You page, because we need attention to this case. I didn't go to NCIS for help. I didn't go to them for help. I didn't go to SAPR for help. I didn't go to any of these people for help. I do not trust these people. But the good thing about what's going on right now is that no matter what, y'all are putting in 4K. You are leaving a paper trail of what you are supposed to be doing as government agencies. You are claiming to do things that I'm inclined to believe is not really happening. But I'll play ball with y'all. I will play ball with y'all. So we're going to see. I have 2 new phone calls that I'm going to play for y'all. One is from a defense attorney. I spoke with a defense attorney yesterday. And ironically, he is a defense attorney for service members who have been accused of sexual assault. So he's not a defense attorney for victims. He's a defense attorney for the accused. And I had a very interesting conversation with him yesterday. The second call is from the Navy IG investigative. What is it? Navy. She says it. It's the Navy IG. I don't know why I can't fucking remember what IG stands for. I should, but I have been out of the military a long time, so some of these words slip my mind sometimes. But anyway, I spoke with the naval investigator yesterday, naval IG investigator, who has now picked up my case to investigate, basically investigate and see if the Navy is actually doing what the Navy claims to be doing. And she's also investigating to see if the claims that I Speak himself made about being cleared of 5 different allegations. And interesting enough, when she checked the records yesterday, which y'all have already seen, NCIS, CNIC, and SAPR, there's 3 different entities. NCIS, SAPR, and CNIC have all checked the database, right? We have that on video. They all checked the database. They all said there was no case open or closed with my name or his name. So yesterday, when she checked the database yesterday, there's still no open case or closed case with my name on it at all. She didn't mention if there was a case with his name, but she did mention that there was not a case with my name on it. So either the Navy is still fucking lying, which they've hemmed up Congress because Congress can't do anything with an active case. So either you're just telling Congress that you're actively investigating, which I think that's what they're doing. Because I've yet to get a phone call from NCIS. I've still yet to have anybody take my report, even though they told the Navy, they told the congressman a month ago that someone would be getting in contact with me soon in order to get my report. So I'm going to play these videos for y'all. Hey, she got the bag. I don't have any money for wine, baby. I don't have any money for wine, but look, the little money I made this weekend went on bills, baby, and the rest of my little money is going on school supplies and stuff for my son. Well, school clothes, because they don't really need many supplies, but child, he got a whole list of clothes he wants. And if y'all don't mind, y'all can still cash app him for his birthday, Kai Tummings, if y'all want to drop that cash app in here. But let me play y'all these audios from last night. So we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna start with the audio from the defense attorney. Harmful substance, huh?
Okay, what's your legal issue?
But right now I don't have the funds to do so. So
okay, what's your
so
legal issue?
let me give y'all a little background. So I called a law firm yesterday to see, kind of what my options were as far as legally holding the Navy and NCIS accountable or whatnot. And their consultation was $150. And I'm like, I don't have $150 to pay for a 30-minute consultation. Like, I don't. So I'll call y'all back, whenever I do or whatever. But he ended up calling me back. So that's why it starts with I did not start recording, or did I? I don't think I recorded his information part, which I don't plan on giving y'all his information anyway. He has nothing to do with the case. He was just helping, give me some advice. So here you go. But right now I don't have the funds to do so. So.
Okay. What's your legal issue?
My legal issue is that can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear supposedly have an ongoing case with NCIS, a sexual assault case. It's a very peculiar case because I actually did not report my incident. The person that assaulted me took to social media to brag about being cleared for an assault that I didn't even report. So I contacted Sapper to see, how I could find out how he could be cleared for something I never reported. So NCIS reached out to me. But when they reached out to me, they would not properly identify themselves. He just kept telling me that he was Special Agent Young from Honolulu and he needed my address in order to send someone out to get my account. I did not want to do that because I did not know who this man was. Long story short, I find out that he could possibly be the agent that is handling my case in Honolulu, Dwayne Young, Special Agent Dwayne Young, who is also the supervisor at NCIS. But he will not talk to me. He will not answer my calls. He will not return my calls from the NCIS office. He's called me twice from not a private number, but a number that is not associated with NCIS. I assume it's a cell phone number. Everything has been recorded. I've recorded everything. They refused to take my report when they came out to Fayetteville to interview me because I wanted to record the interview. So they left without taking my incident. So I ended up going to Congress, and now they're telling me that my case is active. They are indeed investigating, but I've yet to talk to anybody about the case. I'm barred from the base where my case is being handled. So at this point, I don't know what my legal options are from here. I feel like they're covering
so
up.
Are you?
I'm sorry.
Are you a civilian?
I'm a veteran.
Veteran.
I'm a veteran.
Okay. Okay. And did this happen while you were a veteran or while you were on?
This happened as a veteran, but the person that did it is active duty.
Okay, the person that did it. Now, what is what branch of the service is this person in?
He's in the Navy.
He's in the Navy?
Yes,
okay.
He's stationed in Honolulu.
Yeah. Okay. And so they're not. So have they taken your statement?
No, they have not. They came out. They contacted NCIS at Camp Lejeune, and after I literally have been getting bounced around from NCIS office to NCIS office. So I ended up calling Camp Lejeune and I held on the phone for 5 hours. They finally called me back while I was holding on the other end for 5 hours. They called me back and set up an appointment. They said they send me out a text to set up an appointment to meet with them here in Fayetteville. So I ended up meeting with them here at the Fayetteville Police Department. When I got there, the lady introduced herself as the NCIS agent that would be interviewing me. But when we got upstairs and I turned on my device, she let me know that she was not the one that was there to interview me. She was just there to escort me in the building to the NCIS agents, who then refused to even come into the room with me. They left because they said that they refused to take my report because I was recording.
Okay. And now, when you reached out did you reach out to your congressional office?
I did.
And have they gotten involved yet?
They did, but now they're saying they can no longer be involved while the case is active, because the Navy's response was that, we're actively investigating this case right now and someone will be contacting Ms. Wilson soon. The problem is that was the whole issue as to why I went to Congress in the first place. They're not, in my opinion, they're not properly handling this case, as no one is talking to me at all. And this man is bragging about having 5 different allegations against him, and his chain of command just, clearing him of these things, and JAG clearing him, and NCIS clearing him. And it doesn't look good. I'm trying to contact NCIS to handle this case, and no one will talk to me. They keep referring me to an agent that has already refused to identify himself, has tried to pressure me into giving him my address without properly identifying himself, but will not speak to me from the NCIS office. So when I said, the last time I spoke with Honolulu, I said, do I need to, get on a flight and come to the office itself so that I can speak with Dwayne Young? The next thing I know, I'm getting barred for communicating a threat. And all of this is recorded. Everything is recorded.
Okay. And I'm not sure if you have you heard of a victim's legal counsel?
Yes, I did. They refused to take my case because they said that technically it was just assault and not sexual assault. So they were like, there was nothing they could do. But when she gave me the article to look up, this is also recorded, the details of my case indeed fall in line with sexual assault, for one. For two, it falls in line undoubtedly with assault, period, by her own admission. But again, I think that the whole purpose is for me to leave this case alone, let it go. So I feel like I keep getting the runaround from everyone so that I can let this case go. Because honestly, it wouldn't be a case had he not took it to social media to brag about being investigated and being cleared of a case I never reported.
Okay. Have you tried to reach out to the first flag officer in his chain of command?
I have not spoken with anyone in his chain of command at all. Because like I said, when I reached out to Sapper to see what my options were, they referred my information to NCIS. NCIS called me, but when he called me, he refused. He did not call from an NCIS number. He refused to send an official email. He refused to properly identify himself. So I've been working from there. Like, I never even contacted anybody in his command because NCIS contacted me, and first move was suspicious as hell to me. Like, how am I supposed to give you my address and you won't even properly identify yourself?
Yeah, that's understandable.
So So I've contacted Navy IG. Like I said, I've recorded everything. So everyone I've talked to in this case is recorded either by video or audio. And everything that he has done is recorded. Everything he said on social media, everything he has said directly about his chain of command, because he continuously brags about his chain of command, basically brushing off any allegations that are made against him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think reaching out to his first flag officer in his chain of command might be helpful. You know, that flag officer might not have visibility of this case and may not know that it's being blown off. But if you reach out to his first flag officer and, you know, make a complaint and an allegation, then the flag officer might get involved and you might see a little more action, because, you know, if you make this aware to the flag officer, he doesn't do anything about it, and then you eventually get your congressman involved after you notify the flag officer, then, you know, that could be bad for their career.
I mean, like I said, I've already notified Congress. At this point, with all the evidence that I have, I'm disappointed with Congress not even wanting to do anything further until the investigation is over. What investigation? I'm not sure how NCIS and the Navy can investigate something that I feel like they're actively covering up.
Right. No, I understand. Have you reached out to protect our defenders?
I don't know what or who that is. Who is Protect Our Defenders?
Those are that's their website. It's an organization that advocates for sexual assault victims, and I believe they also sometimes they provide attorneys at no cost to you for your case.
Right. At this point, I feel like this is more than a sexual assault case. Again, I feel like it's really not going to matter who I contact at this point. If the Navy's response is, we are letting NCIS handle this, and NCIS is who has been handling it inappropriately. This is a dangerous game to play with our government. I served in the military. I'm an activist. I do not trust this government. I do not trust the Navy. I do not trust NCIS. The way they are moving, they are showing me that
can y'all please?
They are more willing to cover up the actions of a predator. Because at this point, this should be more about him standing up on social media and claiming that the Navy itself is clearing him over and over and over again for different sexual assault allegations. So, for me, this is more than just a sexual assault case. It is also a case of how our government entities treat sexual assault, period. As soon as they got evidence that he had falsified information and put it on social media that reflects the Navy and NCIS, it should not have been I should have been contacted already to get my report. This happened in October of 2021. I contacted Sapper in June.
Right. No, I understand.
And I still have not given my report to anyone. No NCIS agent has really
even very understanding.
bothered to pretend like they wanted to help me in this case. Hanging up in my face, leaving me on hold for 5 hours, refusing to take my statement after driving 3 hours to get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
These little baby spiders is like...
Right, no, I understand. And you know, maybe one of these organizations, military sexual assault, if you Google military sexual assault, a couple organizations come up, such as Protect Our Defenders, and they advocate for individuals in your situation. To be honest with you, I don't really know the system from that side because I'm a defense attorney and I'm in practice in defending service members accused of sexual assault. So, you know, I'm not really versed and familiar with the victim side of that. But it sounds like from the victim side and what I know, it sounds like you're doing the right things. I mean, you're contacting NCIS. I don't know why they're not taking your statement or giving you the time of day. That seems odd to me.
Like I said, they refused to take my statement because I was recording. They said it's protocol that,
unless they do something fucked up,
that the person being interviewed does not record. Oh, wow, they had 3 cameras on me recording. I understand it's protocol, but if it's not against the law, and this is a sexual assault case, and this is also a case where you have an active duty service member claiming to be cleared of 5 different allegations, I wouldn't give a damn how many cameras the victim had. I still would have taken the statement.
Get the likes up.
Because what is my camera gonna catch that yours wouldn't?
To 1,000, please.
Right. For future reference, if you're in North Carolina and you're present to the conversation, you can audio record without anyone else's knowledge if you are involved in that conversation also.
And I understand that. I wanted to do everything out in the open because like I said, they made the first wrong move when they tried to collect my address without giving their proper identification in a sexual assault case where I know that this man he's literally standing on social media bragging about being investigated for a case that was not reported by me. So I don't even know if this is real or not, but everyone that I spoke with about the case said there's no way he could have been cleared and you weren't interviewed. That part is not adding up. Right. NCIS would have had to take in the case because his chain of command cannot investigate a criminal case. So they would have had to hand it over to NCIS, who would have then had to have contacted me. No one has ever contacted me until I contacted Sapper about the case itself, where he's saying he's been cleared. So I'm like, hey, I didn't report this guy, but this guy is on social media bragging. I mean, he's very popular on social media. So he has millions of followers, and for the past 9 months, I've been getting
I feel like I shouldn't have
rape threats, death threats, all kinds of stuff in my inbox, in my comment section, on my phone. My information has been doxxed. So
how can we get it out there if we're not sharing?
It's been a pure shit show. Excuse my language, but it doesn't make sense to me that they could have all of this evidence and still not want to take my statement regardless of me having the camera there or not. So I'm letting them know, the reason I have the camera here is because the first agent that contacted me did not want to identify himself. So I would think they'd understand, okay, this is a victim recording for her own protection. And again, what is the reason you wouldn't want me to record?
I mean, the only reason, were you video recording or audio recording?
I had my tablet recording video. And she didn't really differentiate between audio or video. She just said no recording device, period. Their protocol was that I couldn't record at all. And I told her I refused to stop my recording. I'm going to record every piece of this.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, I mean, I can't really, other than what they said, like, against protocol, I really don't know why they would object to your recording. I mean, I wish I could help you more, but I'm kind of at a loss on what else you could do other than contact those organizations that are like dedicated to helping victims. And like I said again, I represent service members that are accused, so I'm not well versed in.
No, I understand. I mean, I do appreciate you giving me a call and even taking the opportunity to listen to me and at least assure me that I'm not acting irrationally here. I think anybody in this case would want to record and want to make sure that their case is being handled correctly, because honestly, if he had never taken it to social media, if he had honestly just left me alone, I would have never, I don't trust the police, so I would have never gone to law enforcement anyway. It was enough for me to speak my truth about him, and he took it there.
Right.
You know, he pushed it there.
Hey, Cracker.
Yeah. I got to get going, but one last thing I'll say, and you can use this, is that,
Well,
you know, by him posting on social media,
whoever just
you're being, like, re-victimized.
Right. Over and over and over again, every single day. You have no idea. But it's all been recorded. Even all of the nasty things that his supporters have done in his name.
Please.
I mean, I was grateful that a lot of my supporters took it upon themselves to just record everything, watch everything, get every video of them bullying me. It's been nasty for almost a year.
Right. Yeah, I understand. I hear what you're saying. So reach out to
I don't give a fuck if it's racist or not,
also
Cracker.
people in military,
You came in here with the bullshit, so you get what you gave.
And see if they can help you.
You could have came in and
they
said
might, you know,
but you did.
take interest in your case, especially because it seems like the military is not doing anything about it.
Right.
And that's what these organizations want to address.
Right. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. You ain't supposed to hear
You're
nothing
welcome.
about the recording.
You have a great day.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so as y'all just heard, that was a defense attorney for service members that are accused of sexual assault. So I appreciate him even taking the time out of his day to talk to me and assure me that I'm not the one being crazy here. These motherfuckers think I'm crazy. I'm not the one being crazy here. Ain't none of this shit right. And we should not sit back and continue to let this government treat sexual assault victims this fucking way. And I don't give a fuck what you want to tell yourselves. If you were in this position and this happened to you, what's wrong? You ain't quiet.
No,
maybe you should try putting on one of them ankle braces for a little while. Anyway, y'all, a crazy ass husband done fucked himself up on the 4-wheeler. Wasn't even gonna tell me. Motherfucker hurting though, so he had to tell me. He fucking wrecked the damn 4-wheeler. Didn't fuck up the 4-wheeler, but fucked himself up. So you better put a brace or something on that shit. Anyway, we can't continue to let our government treat sexual assault victims this way. I reach out to Congress And I let Congress know from jump. If y'all remember, I read it off to you. I let them know from jump. NCIS is not doing their job properly. The Navy is not doing their job properly. They need to be investigated in this situation. And your response is, there's nothing I can do right now with an open case. An open case that still doesn't exist, right? You also heard him say, I can definitely record the police. I don't even have to tell them. In the state of North Carolina, I don't even have to tell them that I'm recording them. I can record them without their consent, period. That came from a lawyer. Not that we didn't already know this, because we already knew that it's not illegal to record. It's not illegal to record the police, even in a police interview. It may be against their protocol, but it's not illegal. And they still should not refuse to take your report because you're recording. So you tell me that's the world you want to live in? Where the police don't want to be recorded so bad that they refuse to take a report of a crime because they're being reported? If they're doing their job, they're recording you. What is your camera going to catch that theirs won't catch? What is their camera going to catch that yours won't catch? Probably a lot when they have multiple cameras on you and you just got your one. They gonna get more on the camera than you will any fucking way. Visually. But come on now, why in the fuck would the police refuse to take my statement because I'm recording? It's because they don't want to be recorded. And that should be a problem. That should be a problem in the world that we live in, where we know damn well we can't trust the government, we can't trust police in any fucking situation for real. And you want to tell me that you cannot let a victim feel safe in a space that's supposed to be safe. It's already supposed to be safe. But she needs a camera to make her feel safe. And you want to take that safety net from her. Why? Because you don't want to be recorded? Excuse me. Were you the one sexually assaulted? No. So a victim should be able to record regardless. And you take their fucking statement. And the fact that they walked out on me, the fact that they refused to take my statement, whether you believe me or not, that should be a problem for you. Because what if it's you? What if it's your child? What if it's your loved one? And they have given you every reason to record every minute of everything. And they refuse to take your statement because you're recording. That's the world you want to live in. That's crazy as fuck. Let me go through the comments, make sure I'm not missing anything. Red right. Here's the thing, like I said a few minutes ago, and I'm just speaking in a military aspect for right now, but we know this is true all over our society. If the military actually investigated every sexual assault allegation, every sexual harassment allegation, every rape allegation, if they had to investigate every single one of them, that is all our military would be doing. Excuse me. That is all our military would be doing. So for those of you that think, oh, the military would not protect that one person, they're not protecting that one person. They're trying to protect their reputation as an entity itself, right? Because like I said, I just named y'all two active duty service members. One on TikTok right now begging for help. One dead from a self-inflicted suffocation. Both went to their chain of command. Both of them went to their chain of command. Now, if the military actually did their job, if this world actually did their job, if police actually did their job, all they would be doing is investigating sexual assault, sexual deviant crimes, rape, domestic violence. That is it. That is all. Because whether you want to believe it or not, those same troops that you support are the predators and the prey of everyday sexual deviancy. Every second you breathe, somebody is getting sexually assaulted in the military, in the world, period. Every second of every single fucking day, someone is being sexually assaulted, whether that be a woman, a man, a boy, or a little girl. Everywhere you look, everywhere you step, someone is being sexually assaulted, raped, beaten. And here we are lollygagging around the world like it doesn't affect us. Never really giving a fuck that it's affecting the people around us every single day. Even if it's not directly affecting us. It's affecting the people we love. It's affecting the people we work with. It's affecting the people that end up beside you at a red light. Right? It's affecting the people that teach your children at school. It's affecting the other kids that befriend your children at school. It's affecting your children and you don't even fucking know it. Do you know how much your trauma for the victims of sexual assault, of domestic violence, of child abuse, do you know the trauma that the people watching you have from just watching you go through this? So it doesn't matter if sexual assault is affecting you directly or not. It's affecting everybody around you. And the only reason you don't see it as a direct effect upon you is because it actually didn't happen to you, or you're not actively going through it, but you're also being affected by it. Which is why we end up treating victims the way we do. Because those of us that just think it ain't our issue, it ain't our problem, we're also being affected by it. We're being affected by this patriarchal world that doesn't give a fuck about the trauma it causes to women and children. It's so much so that they don't even care how it affects themselves, men. This world created this deviancy. And we continue to perpetuate it because we just don't give a fuck. If we stay ignorant, right? If we just stay blissfully ignorant, We can pretend like we don't see it. We can pretend like it's not affecting us. We can pretend like it's not our problem, so we don't ever have to do anything about it. And what does that say about us as a society? We can sit here and try to separate ourselves from the predators if we want to, but if we're enabling their behavior, what are we? If we're sitting back, not saying anything, not doing anything, not making any type of fucking change, what are we? So, I don't know why I keep trying to unlock your phone with my fucking fingerprint. I just be sitting up here like, why is this not working? All right, so now I'm going to play y'all. Now I'm going to play y'all the audio from the Navy investigator, from the Navy IG investigator.